Hello everyone, welcome back. So it is Tuesday, what is it? I think it's July 1st, is it? Yeah, right. Where am I? So my question is, and I've allowed for reversals, done a lot of shuffling already, but I want to get inside of the truth. Is the fight between Twat and Melon, or Fleon, as Libby calls him over at Meister Tarot, is it real? Is it a real fight, or is it a distraction? That's question number one. Okay. So the forces in motion brings in the Knight of Pentacles, which tells me that there's no longer the trust. But who's on the dark horse? Who's kind of like a sniper? You know, who's the dark mercenary who's made mistakes and who's bored and lazy and stubborn and is now feeling under appreciated? Gee, who could that be? Or that's how he's feeling, right? Because if he comes through, of course, he would be the King of Cups reversed. But this is about what's really going on with them. Okay, now the challenge, I think this has to do with, I think this has to do with how Mr. Melon is feeling, because he's moody. When we have the Queen of Cups reversed, he's moody. He gave to get, right? Because he wants those government contracts still. Will they be rescinded, even though that would cost a lot of money? But still, you know, I mean, we're talking Starlink, we're talking all kinds of things, and Trump's trash talking all about him. So, but this has to do with, you know, that insecurity, that emotionally insecure person who's gullible and has weak boundaries and is codependent, and like I said, gives to get. He gave a lot to get what he wanted financially, and that's not working well. So yeah, okay. Oh boy. Here we are with the government contracts that have gone upside down. And it's a rejection and a loss, and whoa, Nelly. And then here we are with, everything, it's so unjust. Oh my goodness, it's injustice. And maybe he goes towards, maybe this is Elon going towards women who'll make him feel better, but nothing really works because, you know, yeah. And then oh my God, how many reversals here with the Five of Cups reversed. Jeez. So he could be going, hanging out with some women, taking some pills, more drugs. He has his little pill caddy that he carries around all the time. But it's still not going to work with the Five of Cups reversed. Well, it could be that he's just coming out of denial and into acceptance about Trump. So it's not looking to me like a distraction. Not with these cards. This is you know, with the Hierophant coming through reverse, this is like challenging it's his lack of inner authority, and it's also him stuck in guilt, false guilt, restriction, you know, resistance. But it's him challenging, this would be Trump as well, challenging the status quo. And then here we are with a major issue around the loss. I mean, this is a major loss when we have the Three of Swords come through. And it's a departure card. It can be it can be a distraction card. It actually can. But when it comes to the the Justice card reversed. This is, his karma coming through, but this is also a card of lies and cheating. And, well, on one level he feels it's really, really unfair. On another level, this has to do with his lack of accountability, and then his own dishonesty and his own lies. But yeah, the law of cause and effect, karma. And I do not know who in Elon's life, or even Trump, I don't know who the Queen of Wands would be, honestly. I mean, with Trump, I could see Tulsi Gabbard or Alina Habba or Kristi Noem, because those are all, the fire sign women that help him out. But with Elon, I don't know. He has any number of those women who he has fathered children with. Anyway, no, I don't. I mean, the only card that gives me the feeling of distraction would be the Three of Swords, but I don't think that that's the case with all these other cards. So I think the fight is real. Okay, so you know what? Let's see. Yeah, he didn't get what he wants, right? And then he didn't get what he wants, and then here he is, and he's trying to figure out what to do. But no, he won't do that. He'll just take some drugs and then probably move on. And yeah, he's not healthy. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see what was at the bottom. Yeah, again with the women, always doing that. And bad news. So, okay. So second question, and I think I'll use the Lennies for this, and I'm trying to figure out which, no, let's go with this deck here. It's called, hold on, let me find the box for you guys that are new. It's maybe Lenormand. So I want to know with this one, this deck is a combo between the Lenormand and the Gypsy. There's a few Gypsy cards in here. So I want to know, will Elon Musk, will Leon tell everyone that he helped Trump get into the White House? He helped Trump be the White House squatter by changing votes and cheating in the 2024 election. He's admitted it already several times, and so has Trump. Ooh, shattered reality there. Yeah, I flipped over some cards, didn't I? Power, money, control. Okay. Oops. So, will he tell everyone? Will he tell everyone? Will he release that information? Will he put it out there? Even if he goes and... he did the Jeffrey Epstein thing before. But even if he puts it out there and then deletes it, is he going to put it out there so we can get some screenshots? Is he going to put the information out there? Will he reveal the steal? Well, if we just go with the image of a roaring lion, that looks like a yes to me. Let's see. We've got the child. Let me get this going around here. Actually, let me come up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Didn't Trump say something about... Yeah, I don't know if he did. I should not say it. I won't say it. Okay, so right at the heart of the matter... There we got that card again. Oh, hell, let's just do this. Let's just do these 5 cards and that's it. Okay, so... with the lion, this is a predatory type of a relationship. They preyed on each other to get whatever they wanted. This would be our Starlink card. This would be the Starlink contract, and there's changes. Maybe it's a small change or a new change. I would think it's a new change to the Starlink contract. New change to Starlink contract here. And this could literally be over the White House, because that's the first place. So, but also, they use them everywhere. When it comes to whether or not there's a revelation coming out, the sun is yes. But, let's see, how do I read this? Because this could be a big obstacle or a delay, like in timing. It just might take some time. But the mountain card is also our card for hidden enemies. So Trump has now made Elon, well, for the second time, a hidden enemy. Because the other thing too is the big ugly bill is most likely, going through. It looked like it already had. It has to go back to the House, and Mikey Johnson will do his little elf on the shelf bullshit with it, and then it's going through. And Elon was completely against that, and that's what started the first argument. So now, according to Elon, there's a major shattered reality going on for him. And this affects all of his commerce. With the ship, we're in the area of commerce. And so now he has to make new choices and go towards what he's attracted to, because the relationship, the attraction of the relationship is now blocked. But Elon, I'm sure he probably drinks too. I don't know, but this is him wanting to just make changes and party it up, and because he's got that drug problem. So it may take some time because of his drug use. There may be some, well, on two levels. There could be, because of his drug use, he'll say something, put something out there, but then he may block it and take it down. But it doesn't look good, because there are choices that he has to make. He's at a turning point, a crossroads, and this is also our card for the election. Okay, so he may blurt it all out there like that. We celebrated, but I did he actually did the thing, and it shatters. Commerce going, well, I don't know about it shatters his commerce, but it's also, he would have to relocate to another country, and he has the means to do that, and there would be the opportunity, because I think when push comes to shove, he's just going to be loyal to himself. But it helps us, and it could help another country if he were to do that, get rid of both of them. Both of them. Huh. And it could be that it could be that he leaves, and from another country where he's safe, then he reveals everything about what he did with Starlink. Yeah, that looks to me like that's more the way it would go. And then from a hiding place where he feels safe, even after a delay, he reveals like the true nature of the friendship, which is no longer, it's blocked. The friendship is over. The loyalty is blocked. It's done. Well, that's that. Let me see if I go a little further. What else? So, the tangled web he weaves. The heart. Oh yeah. Well, there we are, right there. I'm glad I did another layer around. Look at that. Man. So now this brings in, it's over, it's done. There's a battle. Now, please don't get mad when I say, well, I'll reframe it. Most cats, now some cats are like dogs. I know. But most cats are very independent. Okay? So with this with Trump blowing it like he always does, he always destroys relationships, right? Everything Trump touches dies. And so he has shattered the relationship. And so they go on in their own independent way from each other, independent from each other. But he killed the relationship. They're in a battle, and we'll see who's the smartest one. Well, it's most likely Elon, but if he can just stay sober enough to think things through. And then with the heart, yeah, he's just always going to go towards what he cares most about. But there's loss and thieving and grifting, and the money flow is what he's loyal to. His heart is all about the money. Only if the money comes through is his heart in it. And he does have some loyal friends, like maybe Peter Thiel and some others, but he's a liar, cheater, and grifter, and thief himself. They're all a bunch of thieves. That's interesting. The money flow to loyalty. Yeah. So whatever behooves, well, would he eat crow in order to get money back? I don't know. It looks to me like it's blown up. There's a loss and an ending. It's a big, painful loss. It's over, just like that Three of Swords we had. It's a battle. Even though his heart really wanted the money and the contracts, but unless he works and manipulates Trump in a new way, he's not going to get it. With this big obstacle, to have the mountain up here, I don't think he's going to get it. This is the bloviating bag of hot air that Trump is, and he's the one revealing it. This is also Elon going after what he wants. Again, they're eating their own. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating. Okay, I'm done. I think, but just to summarize, I don't think it's any distraction. It's definitely real, but we'll see who wins, and hopefully neither one of them will. Okay, bye, you guys. Take care.